I'll share
Okay.
the cloud recording with you.
All right. So when you go to sign templates, we have two inventory types, panels and riders. Now we have directionals. Sorry, it's loading. So the new one will be directionals as soon as it opens. There it is.
Probably the first guy on the beta server this morning.
Yeah, so this one I have set up as directional. So basically what happens is when you build a template, you can set it as panel, rider, or directional. In this case, I went and edited the current template because we pretty much have all the directional set up as panels because those were, that was the only other option other than rider. But you can go and edit it, change it to directional. So you don't have to recreate templates and set them up as directional. You can just edit it. And then if you go to print tracker settings, we have this new feature, enable inventory for directional signs. So some licenses offer storage for this, most don't. This is where
Is that enable inventory storage?
It's inventory storage, yes, for directional signs storage. Do we need to add storage?
Yeah, I think I probably want to put, because it sounds like we're just enabling a category or something,
Oh, yeah. So on the client side, we'll leave Cherry Creek. This is who has the directional type enabled. So let's see. All right, so if you go to a template, as you guys know, we now have these filters where you can filter by type. By default, it shows you all the items, and they're also sorted by size, width first, and height. So they're pretty organized. Here you can see,
better.
Yeah. Here you can see panels. Obviously, a lot of these directionals I haven't moved to directional. That's why they're under panels, but you can ignore this. But that's what was happening. They live under panels when they shouldn't. Then we have the riders. Same with this ones. They should eventually make their way to being a directional template. And here is that one that's already edited to a directional. So again, panels, riders, directionals. You can order, let's say, this open house sign. Then you can add a panel if you wanted to. It's important to know that we changed this from design to customize this button, if that matters for any training materials. Just a side note. And the reason why we changed it to customize is such as this example where it says, for this rider, it says sale pending. You can't really design it. You can't change anything on it. It's a static text, but you can still customize technically the material, the options. So that's why we changed it from design to customize. It's a little more inclusive. All right, so now we have a directional sign, a panel, and a rider. First question, or first piece of information alert is directional signs can't be stored in inventory, so they come to you rather than into your inventory. That's because we didn't enable that. So what would you like to do with your directionals? I'll pick them up. What about the panels and riders? Add them to inventory.
Can you, would it be a good idea under directional signs, say directional signs can't be stored at your installer's location? Because the word inventory has so many connotations. If you're a little more explicit, it'd be helpful,
Yeah, we could do that. Sorry, I'm writing down. I think what Steven did was he was copying some of the text that Mariana came up with, but we never really audited Mariana's, but he was using some of her designs just to keep it, prepare it somewhat for that.
Right.
But this is how this works. Or you can say, deliver the directionals to me. What about the panels? Deliver all of them. Put an address. $25. That's our local delivery fee. Confirm order.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, there are some limitations because there are so many switches on and off. Like, for example, do you offer pickup or not? Or do you offer pickup and maybe not offer inventory? Or do you not offer pickup but offer inventory? So we haven't really addressed all of this because there are like 10 different variations. And what I mean by that is, let's just see. Let's turn some of this off or change some of these settings. I'll turn off pickup and I'll enable inventory. Let's see here. If we go back, all right, we'll get one panel. We'll get one open house sign. And let's see what this will do. So because now we don't offer pickup, it only allows you to either deliver the whole order or add all of it to inventory. We don't have a split where directionals can be delivered, panels can go to inventory. That's something that I was discussing with Steven. He seemed to think it really complicates it, so that's where some of those limitations come into play. I kind of wanted it, to be honest, to be able to split it.
Yeah.
But I see his point. I think there's like 8 to 10 different variations based on this setting. So we picked the top, top 4 or 5, because the reality is most of the licenses don't offer inventory for directionals, and the ones that do probably don't offer printing. So it's just when it's a national account, maybe that we offer printing for will be affected. So it's kind of like, I would say less than 5% of use case for this scenario, pickup or no pickup but inventory. That's where we need to figure out, do we want to invest more into this or not? I see his point, and I agree that if we don't know how many offer inventory and print, we probably shouldn't invest too much into it now. But if you guys think otherwise, we can revisit. I personally don't know if more than 2 or 3 licenses store directional signs. And again, I don't.
There's just because there's so many of them. There's just such a bulk amount of them.
Yeah, it's so many. Yeah, and the ones who have tried to do it, they went away from that, including Listing Pro. I think Strongman was another one that tried it and decided not to do it. But talking to all these third-hand licenses, most of them, from what I'm seeing, don't want to deal with directional signs. And if we ship them to them, they complain about it. So it would be a good stat to pull from somewhere and see how many offer it and how many.
It's probably a coordination with how many licensees have the open house services enabled, I would imagine.
Yeah, well, yeah, even then, even if they had it enabled, they can use generic open house signs.
Yeah.
But do we know how many have open house enabled?
I don't know. Is that a filter we can apply and manage? Or Joya, do you have that information by chance?
No, I don't.
I think there's the Canadian guy. He does a lot of open houses. He does like a lot, hundreds.
Does he print?
He's going. I don't know if he print. He's not using Print Tracker, but I think he does print signs. Yeah. Yeah.
Is that the guy that was scamming the system and not paying us for the open house?
Right, yeah, yeah. He wasn't scamming us intentionally. It's just the way he offers his services. He has like these bundles, and so he wasn't. I don't think he was trying to steal. He was just like a
Yeah.
So
Vlad, quick question about that enable inventory for directional signs. First of all, can you take a note about the verbiage change for enable inventory storage
Yes.
and get that to Steven? Second, is that feature disabled by default?
Yes.
Okay, good, because I think that's the default for
Yeah.
most of our licensees. We can outline that specifically, Joe, in the blog article to say, hey, this is kind of a premium thing that some licensees like to offer. If you store your inventory, directional inventory for your customers, then make sure you enable this.
And also what's important for that blog post is once we launch this, we need to notify the licenses to go in their print tracker templates and change the inventory type from panel rider to directional signs for those specific templates. So on our end, we have to do listing pros, Serhants, and Easy Signs has a couple. So we'll do those right away. But the other licenses, they'll have to do their own. Or I was going to suggest if, because we're kind of pushing that feature on them without really too much of a heads up, I would suggest they can let us know if they need assistance with that and we can do it for them, unless you guys see any issues with that. But I don't think it's that many. It's just a matter of who are they, who are those people who need those templates edited or updated.
And by the way, Joe, I don't know if you caught it, but we're planning to release that feature like early Tuesday morning. So if you want to include that in the blog post, if that's the date it's going to be going live. Would like to try to get the blog post posted either today or Monday, though, just to give people a little bit of time to view it before the feature goes live.
Okay. Do we have an ETA? Like the exact time?
I just say it'll be live Tuesday morning. I don't
Tuesday
think we have an
morning.
exact time because it's probably going to be like 3 in the morning or something when we schedule the release.
Okay.
And
Sure. Thank
the
you.
only way, the only thing that affects the agents is when they go to print tracker, it will show those directional signs under panels or riders, kind of like what I just showed you. So that's the only negative thing that their clients will see.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really break anything. It doesn't stop working. They're just in the wrong spot at that point. Because if an agent clicks directionals and nothing shows up under directionals, it's a poor user experience. But as far as does it still work, can they still order it? Sure. All right. So I also wanted to show you a national account. Same limitation as far as pickup, enabled, disabled. What I'm finding out is most of those licenses don't offer pickup. A lot of them operate out of storage units, or even the ones who have a warehouse. It's not presentable. They don't want agents picking up. But again, it's a setting that needs to be done on a licensee per licensee. So in this case, we'll use REST and Serhant. So they don't have pickup. This delivery one doesn't matter. The national account overrides that because it's always getting shipped. It's always getting delivered. So this setting, when you have a national printer, is irrelevant. I actually don't know if
that sounds like an info button is needed there then.
Yeah. But in this case, REST doesn't offer pickup and doesn't offer directional inventory storage. So
Just on a delivery, just one detail. So maybe Tim, the idea is that delivery option is grayed out. Like if the setting doesn't matter, then we shouldn't even allow them to consider it, right?
Yeah, because I think the intention for this flow is for us to deliver the signs to the licensee, to ship the signs to the licensee if we're printing for them, and they can do the last mile delivery.
Right.
But we don't have that flow. But I did find another bug here, which I'll show you right now. So yeah, so you can, let me see if I can get it to work actually. So you can only enable agent pickup if delivery is enabled, but right now I can disable it to show you. But this is the message that you're seeing. So Stephen is going to look into that. Because if you have this disabled, here I think I can actually I think I can show you on Easy Signs what I'm talking about because I was playing with that yesterday. Let's see. Oh, it is enabled there too. Let me see. Okay, yeah, there is something going on there. So if pickup is disabled, the only way you can enable it is if delivery is enabled. I can't quite show you that right now, but yeah. Okay. Something else we need to polish.
No,
All right, so oh, go ahead.
no, I just think like it's another little tweak or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So for REST, we have disabled inventory and we have disabled pickup. And so as a Surfant agent, they have this test account in the DMV market, which is serviced by REST. So let's see. I hope this just needs to be enabled. Sorry. The custom upload. Okay, yeah. Sorry, it freaks me out when I see something. Wait, it is.
Freaks me out.
Allow this office work. Wait, did I click on the wrong? Because you saw the upload file, right? Enable custom artwork, edit. Where did it go? Enable. It's this thing here, right? That I was trying to turn off.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's.
I think it's at that setting is set at not at the
I think you
licensee
have to
level,
set it
but
at
at
the national account
the
office.
national account office level.
Oh, okay. Was it this one? Yeah. Let's see.
And
Oh, yeah. Okay.
that's by design, so that way the licensee can't turn it on.
Okay. All right. Good. I was like, what is happening here? Okay, good. Let's see if it's gone. Test agent. Hey, did what it's supposed to. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So designer, same story. You can filter panels, riders, directionals. Here we will add this panel. Then we'll add a directional. We have one right there. I'm not really customizing anything, but it's the same thing where you can add whatever info. All right, select delivery. Directional signs can be stored in inventory, so they're always shipped to an address. Ship everything together. Ship directional separately. So it works that way where it's separating for national accounts. So like I can ship all of them together. And I'm just putting it, because the address doesn't matter if it's out of state or not for shipping. But yes, it is one address. Please complete. Please complete. Entire order ships to address you provide below. I think this is a bug.
Try to enter the address again, or like change part of it.
Yeah, let me just take a quick screenshot in case.
I've got to hop to a Serhant meeting. I can make somebody else the host though if you guys want to keep chatting about this.
You can make me the host.
All right. Appreciate it, y'all. Talk to you soon.
Talk on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is supposed to work at this point. Let's see ship signs separately. If I put directionals going to this place, and then and then I can select for my panels whether they go to installer inventory or another address. The only thing that I don't like here is that I need to make this selection for the panels and riders. Yeah, something is not working here. It was working yesterday, so I don't know. But it will give you the UPS rates to select. So something is not. Please select. Please complete delivery sections. Yeah, I'll send it to Steven. It was working yesterday, but basically what's happening is you put in the address for the directionals, and then you can select, UPS 3-day, whatever those options are presented. Same with this one. If you select another address or inventory, same thing. You have to select the carrier and then continue to pay. For some reason, it's not displaying them. So I'll ping him on that. But that's the idea.
Pretty cool.
And it will get a little iffy when you have if you enable.
Yeah, it seems like you got to have like a little more constraints on that. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's where we need to figure out what do we continue investing in and what's irrelevant, because if only one licensee offers storage, maybe we can put that on the nice to have list, but not must have. So I just enabled pickup for this. I just want to see what it does. Select delivery options. Can be stored, so they're always shipped to an address. Ship everything together. I wonder if I saved it. Yeah, so some more work is needed. Something is not. It's not really showing us everything it was showing me yesterday. So I'll get with Steven. I saw he pushed some stuff to beta. I don't know if that broke anything or not, because and I don't know enough about it, but I keep hearing this directional sign is on a separate branch and this and that. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but yeah, I don't know why it's not showing the pickup option now. But that's just the gist of it. There will be a few things that we'll have to fix on the fly next week, I'm assuming, if we see something major. The licensee self-printing works really well, like this Axiom one that I was showing you. It's pretty straightforward. The national one is the one that gets a little iffy because it's always shipped to somewhere. It doesn't have, even if it has a pickup option, it still needs to be shipped for a pickup. So that's where it gets a little confusing.
Just pure curiosity. Have you tried seeing what this looks like on a phone?
I have not.
It's probably not something you really would spend a lot of time on the phone if you're an agent, but you might. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just curious if you looked at it.
How do I shrink my screen, or is that not?
Right click
Okay.
on the screen, and then go to inspect.
No.
And then you can change. So there's in the top it says dimensions. Yeah, you can change it like that. Or if
Okay.
you see at the top it says dimensions responsive, like top center-ish.
Uh-huh.
You can change it to different device screens, like device sizes, which is
And
pretty cool.
is that realistic? Like, is it true, or do I need to actually test it on a
It's complicated.
Okay.
It's mostly reliable. I've definitely been developing things and been like, why does it look like this on here, but it doesn't look like this on my actual phone? So occasionally
Uh-huh.
you do. But for the most part, it's pretty reliable.
Yeah, it's particularly good at finding like really egregious oversights on things, you know.
Yeah.
Like one of the things I do find pretty commonly is if you're a licensee and you go to your service screen, if you've got like really long names for services, it breaks the grids. It looks pretty bad. So it highlights that we should constrain some fields so people can't just put in whatever they want because the responsive nature of it gets broken. But that looks pretty good, actually. That looks
Yeah,
pretty
I
decent.
mean, they could probably use some spacing in between some areas, but for the most part, at least it's fitting in the viewport. And the iPhone 14 is probably the generic phone these days.
Okay. All right. I'll try to um well, I'll work on Steve and see how, you know, how far we can get on a few of these things that we just saw, but we'll work on cleaning it up today and Monday, um, and then launch it, or push it to production on what did we say? Tuesday morning.
Yes.
It really is that national printing is where gets quite complicated, and that's where we were like, all right, how much do we want to invest in this inventory and pickup when the main ones are complicated to figure out.
Right. Yeah.
So I'll prioritize that if we see the need that we need to go and offer more options. Because the other side of it is how many checkout options do we want to show to the agents? We don't want to clutter their experience with 6 different options. Pick up this, send this here, or it just gets a little too much at some point. So we need to find that balance between what's really needed. But even today, if they selected multiple designs, they couldn't split the delivery. It always has to have the same destination, whether it's all in inventory or all, going to an address. So we kind of have that limitation today as well. The directional just makes it so much more complicated. Any questions, anyone?
No.
That looks pretty cool, man. I like the fact you can finally sort those things. It's been so long.
Yeah. Hey, how do I get out of this mobile preview?
Hit the X. There's a under where it says all bookmarks. There's a little X.
This one? Okay.
Yep.
That's what I thought. I was like, is this going to close down? Okay, cool. And then the only other piece that's missing after this is live is we'll probably need another section that says accessories, and that's where all the frames and log boxes and whatever will live. But that's kind of like eventually. But that will be the last piece that's missing from making Print Tracker a true, e-commerce store that has signs and accessories and you can ship here and there. I think accessories will be much easier than directionals because a lot of the things will be the same until you get to the checkout page.
That's what the problem. It's going to be easy, but then you're going to get into like packaging and dimensions of little items, and I can tell you, that'll be complicated. But then you're going to have to.
I think we'll have to have some constraints on that too, and just give them the 3 options. But right now I can, for example, Listing Pro, they maintain the BigCommerce website just for that piece because, lockboxes, carabiners, whatever. And a lot of these other licenses do the same. Strongman, they have an external source for that. So we want to get them all in our platform, and that will be the last piece there. But directionals is super cool because the other thing that I didn't mention is when you do install plus print, those directional signs are showing, on the panel or
Under
right
the panel
selection.
section. Yeah.
But they will not if they're under directionals. So that actually is better user experience as well. So lots of good things. We just have to make it happen.
Make it happen, right?
We're making it happen.
Make it happen.
Yeah.
All right. We got to get some things done. All right, man.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Hey, thanks, lad. That's cool. Cool
Yeah.
stuff.
All right. We'll talk soon.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye bye.